Hello, everyone. Ife He, your immigration attorney. During this recent COVID-19 crisis, there's been a lot of rhetoric by President Trump regarding, the Chinese virus, and I'm here to speak about that and why it's not necessarily a good word to use during this time of crisis. Historically, in the history of the U.S., Chinese immigrants have often been viewed with suspicions. They've been viewed as carriers of disease. The yellow fever, yellow pestilence, and by compounding that with the term Chinese virus, it doesn't really help in furthering the community or the togetherness that we should all foster in this time of crisis. There's been an increased hate crimes against the Asian Chinese community, and this is probably due to the fact that this rhetoric has been going around, and Trump has been, consistently criticizing immigrants throughout his presidency. When he first ran for office, he criticized, Mexican Americans, saying that they were criminals. And even after he was elected, he criticized a federal judge of Mexican descent, saying that he wasn't able to render a fair, decision based on that. And I've noticed as immigration attorney that under President Trump, he's been increasingly harsh against immigrants. He's been cracking down on both non-criminal aliens as well as criminal aliens, separating families, imposing tough sanctions against, immigration violators, and even for minor stuff. And this is not helping with, helping with the families, with the international situations. And, there's been as a result of this COVID-19 crisis, it turns out that immigrants of color have been disproportionately affected. There's been an increased incidence of infections in the immigrant community. For example, there was a New York Times article about the Jackson Heights and Central Queens and how they've been facing more and more incidents of disease than other communities, probably because of this disinformation. And someone who, like President Trump, is supposed to lead the country should not engage in such rhetoric to sort of fracture the community aspects that we all share. Instead, this should be a time of national cohesion as opposed to national dissidence. So I believe that as an immigration attorney, I'm here to help everyone and unite all the communities. And with this, I wanted to educate everybody here today about the dangers of rhetoric. And it's not just limited to the Chinese virus, it's limited to the American immigrant community. And I'm here to help immigration attorney Ife He. Thank you.